You know how I deeply thought that only our Saudi high-end project would be chaotic? Well, construction and design is just simply chaotic. Is this gonna be perfect? Is this not gonna be You don't have tape? You don't have tape? Tape. The normal mattress? Really, right? Really?
Imagine the top of it in the other room on top of this.
Out of 15 years of track records and high-end project, this was the most disaster project we had. But what we filmed here is just the last final stretches, the last freaking 10 days of work on site when we went on site literally 14 hours a day. I was in freaking distress. We were so late, there was no name of how late we were. The more we were moving on, the more we would find like disasters on site. Use red pen to mark the wall. Show me until the way the bed is gonna go. Show me, push the bed and go here. Why they don't take, you don't have tape? You don't have tape? Literally 10 days before like a first initial handover, we're discovering that socket outlets have not been put.
I beg your pardon?
Like literally I go into the service area and I see, oh my god, how am I gonna plug the washing machine? The socket is correct. I put the socket there. I know exactly what I've done on the drawing. Did I tell
No, he said that Sahil informed.
Who? Sahil?
Before on.
Who the fuck is Sahil? I don't care of Sahil. Can you call Abhishek please?
Abhishek?
Arrête de me filmer s'il te plaît. Arrête de me filmer. My whole team is there, like genuinely. Nobody was in our offices for a good 3 weeks, zero. From the 3D artist Tarun to Adel, the accountant, to everyone, like everyone that had nothing to do with site or even design in our office was on site helping. I remember like literally maybe day 2 or 3 of cleaning, I walked into the site and I'm like, this is a freaking zoo.
What's the dimensions of it?
Hey, side में कितना gap दिया?
So they don't take you here and they're
In millions.
My what?
I'm here with your cook for now.
There, it's now. Yeah. You had cleaners, you had the contractors, you had electricians, you had people installing, you know, decorative lighting fixtures, and still in the middle of this, we're still like picking up details and choosing on colors. Yeah.
This is nice.
Time, then we put the profile.
As long as there's no ceiling work, you don't need
Monday, I want to install the wallpaper. 25. And by that point, I'm already on site for the past, what, like 8-9 weeks, non-stop every day. I remember losing it because somebody's laughing when I tell them like, guys, I've been on site for the past months, non-stop, I don't eat, I don't sleep, I'm there. And I'm like, none of you are there. I'm on site 8 hours a day. I don't think it's normal for an architect that many projects to be 8 hours on site and to coordinate everything. Sure that what you have to do after is done correctly by our I don't know, Javid is not even here because he doesn't care. The management of none of those companies are there, and I'm there handling the labors, and I'm like, I can't take it anymore. I have no life, all my other projects on standby because, you know, when we commit, we commit. There's no way, whatever happens, it's my responsibility. As a true Scorpio, I take my responsibility very, very seriously. No matter if the client is nice, if he's gonna give us more time, that doesn't matter. So of course, the monster Nina is coming out. So don't start with me, yeah? Everything you've done, cabling, cooling, everything wrong. So, where's the thing you put in your one. I will call Abby now. Two people, remove your shoes only inside. Other rest outside. Remove your shoes, two people only inside. No. You listen to me. Come. Because this location teaches them. Unless I see everything and unless they have to clean one more time because not everybody. You've all seen the Monster Nina in all the chaos in Jeddah, chaos in Milan, because you know what? This is what construction sites are. Construction sites are freaking like aggressive environment, like no matter what. Those guys, and some of them are really good to be fair, they just don't see what we see. And keep in mind, we're talking like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 5 millimeter. This is what I'm fighting for. And I think this is 2.5. The nightstand has to go exactly in the middle of this panel. Can it be in between? This is too long, this is too short. Maybe like 2-3 milli up. This should touch down. The bottom now doesn't look nice, you know? Should be a little bit, okay? Should be here. We're handling finishes touches, things we still need to buy. So it's like literally the last like 3 weeks, we didn't like all the knobs and handle we had bought, so we had to beg our suppliers from UK to reproduce something very quickly, choose the finish. On the other hand, somebody's asking me about how to finish that. On the other hand, somebody's showing me that there is a huge catastrophe on the parquet. Water? A parquet which is so freaking high-end, and it took us so long to make, like there's no tomorrow. The parquet was installed and then fully covered for 2 months to do the rest of the work, and we don't know what's underneath. We don't know if there's like aliens that are gonna come back from the parquet, or we don't know. So literally we're uncovering a piece and it's full on mold, and I'm like, oh my god. This creates mold. It's not water, even humidity. Even anything, we put somebody
Yes,
to
you know,
the
you have,
of course.
once we open the door, you see in the mirror also we can identify. Within 5 minutes, the humidity moisture will come.
Alex, please, one of you needs to have eyes everywhere. Like by this point, honestly, like I'm expecting everything. I sleep at night thinking the ceiling is gonna collapse. I see that, you know, the team is very quiet, doing something in around the formal washroom, and I'm like going and I see them all very stressed. And I'm like, why is the marble team there today? The marble work is finished. Why are they there? They had tried to fix something on the door, and a tile of 2.40 m by 1.20 m had broken. And this is 2 hours before the furniture comes, 24 hours before the client comes.
What's happening? Look. See what's going on.
Where's Dinesh?
What are you doing here?
Dinesh!
Yes.
Friday was funny. This happened yesterday.
While opening this one, the tile broke.
Open room. What do we have to do now?
Oh, I will
I think I just had to elevate my voice a tiny bit for them to understand it was a serious situation. And at the end of that day, thankfully, the cleaners were there, everybody was there. We changed the door, we fixed the tile. Because you showed me that issue.
Yeah, initially you said okay, but then you probably
Yeah, but
said
okay, I said like late, like, you know, I didn't see a problem coming. Like, this problem is not gonna be like a big disaster, you know? What's the next process? Because we have to clean.
That's all the tile.
Yeah, of course there's flashing. I can't tell you how many times we shoot. I can't tell you, like there's probably literally 1 kilometer of dust by that point on this side. And yes, I'm the queen of all exaggerations. Literally that week I didn't sleep because we had to bring a TV cabinet that took a year work, it doesn't look at it like this, because now people come and like, wow, this penthouse is beautiful, but do you know what went behind the scenes to bring that cabinet up that window with the crane and assembling the pieces and redoing the ceiling 3 times because there was too much space between the cabinet and the ceiling, and breaking the ceiling, and then the ceiling is going to have waves, and then it's going to have cracks, and then the dust is going to go inside the AC. Nightmare. I am telling you, my field is a nightmare. My team is just like chapeau bas to them, because I think if they were not there, I would have collapsed 10 times and more. Wherever you would go, it's like we're looking at the kitchen, and then suddenly like we're looking at the kitchen island, and suddenly we go down, and people never think we look at those things, but we are, because our clients genuinely have such a high working standard that they will one day look under the countertop of the kitchen and see something is wrong. So generally our suppliers, our contractors, they all thought initially we're crazy. But that's generally our standard of work, whatever project we do. So and then the furniture came, and again, like you have to be so careful. Like I remember standing above the rug because I was so scared that somebody with the cutter is gonna cut the rug. Again, all of those come from experience and true story that happened to us. Until I give the key to the client, I will never relax. So I can't wait to give back the key of this penthouse for my client to enjoy that beautiful space, because up to date, this is still my responsibility until the final candle and until the final plant goes in there. So at any day, somebody could walk with a pot of paint and destroy everything. Stay tuned for more adventures and craziness on site.